Welcome to round number 14 of 20 of Season 6 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here, back at Calder Park. It's been a staple on the calendar every season. We're back in Australia, back at Calder Park, the only right-turning speedway on the schedule, and we are hoping for an exciting race here, as we have a few exciting things to go over. But this weekend is bound to be an exciting one. On pole position today, it is Philip Scott getting his third pole position of the season. He's been on a roll in qualifying so far this year, and it continues. It's a great result in qualifying for Scott. We'll see what he can do in the actual race. Alongside Pericles, who, again, out of his ride now, after it was announced that Dan Bartlett would be taking his car next year. So Pericles, a lot of people wondering where he will go. On row 2, you got William Brock, who is third in points, surrounded in the standings by Maverick all around him. And Brock, the only hope left to stop a Maverick podium sweep. Alongside Roger Ray, the Royale champion. Hasn't had, honestly, other than the Royale, hasn't had that good of a season. Could be better, could be worse, though. But Roger Ray trying to turn it around, starting P4 here at Calder Park. On row 3, you got DJ Curtis from Monarch. Very good job for DJ Curtis in qualifying today. Starting in P5. Curtis, right now, in his sophomore season, it's been an alright season, but he's been re-signed to the team, getting ready for next year. Alongside a huge shock in the field is PJ Karenko on row 3 for Fallout. And moving to Fitzwater, Australia, back to Fitzwater, Australia next season after he hasn't been there since Season 2. And he'll be there in Season 7, so he's going back to the team he started his career on. We'll see how he can do in Australia, his new team next season's home track. On row 4, you got Shane Vincent, who is currently in a very heated battle with Chris Dodd for the part-time championship. They're only separated by, 3 points? But this is Dodd's last event, but I don't believe it's Shane Vincent's last event, so Dodd's going to need to make this count, but so will Shane. Alongside, speaking of Fitzwater, Australia, it's their home track, Carson Bowers, starting from the 8th position. Fitzwater, Australia has done amazing here the last few years, and especially last year when they went 1-2 with Jay Durrell and Fitzwater Sr. Durrell, here in this race today, he's a little further back. He's going to be taking Fitzwater's seat next year, but Bowers trying to bring the team home another win in Australia. And on row 5, you got Roman Rahal in the 83 car. Rahal second in points, trying to chase down his teammate. Again, like we mentioned in the past, silently consistent this year, alongside Eric Monaco, who will be Rahal's teammate next season. Let's look back through the field a little bit more. Scott Roush coming off his first win of the year. Back at Nahuapi as we've moved overseas. We'll see how we can do that. We're actually in Australia now. Carl Paulson trying to get into the title fight. Chris Dodd, like I said, this is the last race we'll see of him this year. He's just going to have to try to perform good and hope that's good enough to lock down the part-time title. Jovic, it's his last year. Anderson has been slowly creeping into this championship. Slowly but surely, and a lot of people are starting to get scared that he might get to the front and fight for this title after all. Fitzwater, it's his last race at his home track in the Sunoco Elite Series. Fitzwater trying to make it count here for one last time. Sorry about that. Someone was out of order in the lineup. But we're good, as you can see here. Paul Jackson, about midfield, exactly midfield, P20. There is Jay Durrell. And back at the rear, Skylar Johnson. Here's command. All right, cars are fired up and ready to go. Waiting for the pole off pit lane. But yeah, Skylar Johnson starts at the rear. Had an issue back in practice. Couldn't get it fixed, so they went to a backup. Everyone's off pit lane now. Is everyone off pit lane? Yes, they are. We are clear off pit lane. Philip Scott is his third time this year that we've seen him on pole position. this time alongside his former teammate in the form of Nick Pericles. Pericles has had a shaky season thus far and is trying to turn it around so he could possibly find a new ride somewhere. That's his goal. The cars will turn through 3 and 4. No cars are broken down. Everyone's ready to go. Pace car is in this time. And as we move overseas, for the first time this year, it's Philip Scott leading it down to the green flag here in Melbourne, Australia, Calder Park. 60 laps around a staple of the International Tour. Green flag is in the air. And Nick Pericles, the Scott Ganassi car's on the outside, trying to get off to a good start. But I think Scott's got the advantage. Gratitude, Scott's got a great run down low. Roush was almost turned. But it's Scott who will overtake Pericles and take the lead away on lap 1. As we come down the line, I think it's going to be Scott. Yes, it will. But Brock already jetting down his inside, trying to go for the lead. Brock still trying to go for win number 11, I think. Yeah, win number 11 and retake number 1 on the all-time win list. Here is DJ Curtis. The rank C, one of the underdogs near the front, along with PJ Kranko, who is dropping since the start. But the Australian team, the team that knows this track, Fitzroy Australia, is on their way. Although, it's with Bowers, an American driver. But Bowers has been a staple of the team since season 1. He's been in that 39 car since he started his career, and he's still there 6 seasons later, and he will be next year as well. Carson Bowers is basically an honorary Australian. There is Max Anderson hunting through the pack. There he is, passing his former teammate. He fought for a win back in season 2 here, Anderson did. With Brock. Brock won it. Brock knows how to win around Calder Park, as he's in the lead now, but he's being chased by 4 members of the Ford Alliance. It's Curtis, Vincent, Pericles, and Ray, all chasing down Brock. But Full Frontal is trying to come to his aid. All 3 of them. Full Frontal is right now in an amazing position, if they can keep a hold of it. But DJ Curtis making a challenge after William Brock. He wants to go for the lead. Here comes DJ Curtis again. Back down the inside. Can he clear this time? He won't lead the lap. That's still Brock's. Who's your leaderboard up? Brock is defending so much of the Ford Alliance right now. Look at Shane Vincent. Move on Curtis. He's on the outside now. Oh my god. Is he clear of Curtis? Yes, he is. Now Shane Vincent's turn to try to hunt down Brock. I think Vincent got around Curtis because he sees that 24 in his rearview mirror, and those two are in a very, very tight battle for the part-time cup. Like I said, I believe they're only like, what, 3 points apart? It's so intense between those two. And Shane Vincent now down the inside of William Brock for the lead. Can Shane Vincent clear him? Fast lap of the race, Nick Pericles. He's down fighting for the 4th position. Vincent lurking. Trying to get something. Trying to get some sort of run on Brock. Brock's been so good so far, but that's it. That's the move right here. There's no way Brock can defend this now. Shane Vincent. We're going to have a new leader. Lap 11. Shane Vincent leads this race, but Dodd, his championship rival, moving into 2nd. Could we see 2 part-time winners at this track 2 years in a row? First it was Jay Durrell. Now Vincent and Brock and Dodd look like they're bound to fight for this win. We look back, where's the other part-timer? The one that we all know should be winning around here, and that's Jay Durrell. Jackson dropping like a rock in this race. He's stuck on the outside. He's got to get low. He has just got to get low. If he can't, he's not going to have any chance. And he's still stuck out there. What about the other person we were looking at earlier? That is Duncan, fighting for what looks to be 18th. Duncan is fighting for on the outside, which is not the preferred line in 3 and 4. Look at Fitzwater. I told you it's his last race around here, and he wants to make it count. He's moving. He is on the move, as now he's down the inside of Shepard for 13th. Oh, God. Fitzwater's strong. Curtis back on the hunt after Brock, but this time it's for second. Shane Vincent leading this race. Curtis back down the inside of Brock. Once again, he's challenging. Anderson once again making moves, trying to win this race. This will be, again, if he wins this, it would be the 3rd time that he would get 3 wins in 1 year. Season 3, Season 4, and then Season 6 if he can pull it off. Anderson wants to untie the all-times win list, and he wants to be a 2-time champ. But that's a long road ahead. Here comes Chris Dodd down the inside. I don't think there's defending that. He's not defending that. I think Brock's going to let him go after his rival. But this is leading Curtis to mount a challenge again. Once again, Curtis is going after Brock. And now, it looks like the battle is going to be on. Chris Dodd and Shane Vincent. Because although there hasn't been a big battle for the actual driver's title, the battle between these two for the part-time title has been so tight. And now it's truly on. Because this is where they get to prove to each other who's the better driver. Shane Vincent versus Chris Dodd. Although Dodd, much more experience. He has driven at this track, what is it, 3 times already? This will be his 4th time around this track. Shane Vincent has never driven around this track in an actual race, in an SES sanctioned race, only in PLS. So Dodd has the advantage. No one can deny that Chris Dodd has a major advantage. Where is DJ Curtis? Oh no, Curtis! Curtis is up in smoke! DJ Curtis from the 4th position! And that's why these guys are separated now. Because DJ Curtis has grenaded the motor. Oh, poor Curtis. Look at Alex Benyako. He is so quick in that 20 car. Even though he's announced that he's moving to lights, Benyako is so fast right now. He's moving down the inside of Shepard, trying to look for a move on possibly Eric Monaco. He is very fast. And look at Alex. Up into 12th now. That's 12th. And now it looks like Irvine's going to be going for 13th as well. Just going to tag along with Alex. And now he's going to challenge him. Alex Benyako is under pressure now. And another person that's just being dragged along by these two is William Duncan. Duncan's just been kind of silent, letting these guys make the move for him. And, you know, that's a way to do it. That's how you want to do it. Why waste all your time making moves when you can just let other people do it for you? And now Irvine and Benyako in a tight battle, and William Duncan up into the 14th position. You can kind of see what the better strategy is, but Jackson, what's happening to you, man? Something's not right. And that 10 car, like Nahawapi, no pace. Freeze is struggling for pace as well. And most will shock Allison. They are in a tight battle. Oh, Angel. Angel's got an issue. But as said, Jackson is very much in trouble. We didn't see Dodd take the lead, but he did. Chris Dodd's leading now. But like I said, Chuck Allison's in a tight battle with Trailblazer, and for him, seeing Trailblazer in the 12th position right now has got to make Shock Allison very, very nervous. Because even though Bartlett's down here in 33rd, it's a lot of time. That's a lot of points they're gaining with Irvine right up here. But look at Fitzwater, Australia. Fitzwater has made the move on Ray, and now he's starting to hunt after Gerard Aran in 6th. Aran has a very good run going right now, as this pack's pretty split right now. Everyone's pretty split up, except for this top 3. Dodd now starting to lead some laps in this race. Fast lap, still Nick Pericles from way back at the beginning of the race. Pericles in the 5th position. It's a great way to kickstart his championship again. Alex Bignacco now ditches Irvine down his inside. And now he's going to start hunting Philip Scott, a Maverick. And a Red Stallion is starting to hunt him. What a run this has been for the 20 car, as now he's down the inside of Philip Scott. I can't believe it, but Alex Bignacco overtaking the last Maverick in the field. In a rank D. This is finally showing the pace that the lower ranks have. Curtis had the pace, but it's just an unfortunate event for him. But Bignacco, I think he's got him. I think he's got Scott here. And once again, I think Duncan is just going to leech off of this. Yes, he is. He's going to put his nose in now. Alex Bignacco moves into the 11th position. Red Stallion has got to be watching this in glee. But Shane Vincent now, under pressure from Brock. This would be the 2nd full frontal that would need to overtake Shane Vincent for a full frontal top 3. Irvine Duncan battling with Irvine. Irvine's been hunting through this pack as well. And this is Alex Bignacco hunting the move for a top 10. I can't believe it, but Alex Bignacco has been blazing fast today. And here he comes. Bignacco into the top 10. What a run for the 20 car. He clears Shepard, and that's the move. Absolutely incredible. I can't say anything else. Absolutely incredible job. Shane, you know he wants to go after Dodd, but can he is the question. His big part-time rival right ahead of him, Shane Vincent, has improved in every single race. His first race started in 15th, and ever since then he's been improving in every race, slowly but surely, and now he has a chance at a podium. If he could fend off the full frontal army. Here he comes. The move for 2nd, it's been a long time coming. It's been many laps coming that Brock was going to make this move. And now he's finally making a challenge, but he's not going to do it. Shane has got to get a good run and start going back after the 24. Now Bowers hunting down the 08, going for the 8 position, trying to get Fitzwater Australia a 7-8. And honestly, with the performance he's done, this is definitely a way to leave your final race. In rank C equipment, hunting through the field into a top 10. This is a great job for him. Irvine now up into P11. God, Bartlett may not be good around these tracks, but it looks like Irvine's trying to say that he is. Although many of the rumors are stating that this may be Irvine's last year before he moves back to touring cars. Look at Steven Thompson as well. He's not doing too bad. 25th. Could be better, could be worse. Jackson, man, you need to do something. We're all watching you fall apart. My God, Bignacco! Going for 8th now! What clicked in that 20 car? Like, for heaven's sake! His cousin's not even here! Angel's in 2nd to last! But here's Alex! Up into 7th! Irvine, gonna follow. These two have been fighting all race long, and it looks like it's just going to continue. Bowers trying to defend from Irvine, but Irvine has proven this season and pretty much last season that he has been the superior rank C in the field. He's been the ranked C driver in the field who has been statistically the best. And Irvine, though, it's going to be sad to see if he does leave the league after this year. But if he wants him back to touring cars, that means the touring car scene better be ready for him. Duncan, it's right now so far a very solid performance in 13th. We expected a pit stop. We should get one, but we aren't. Right now, Dodd is leading. Shane has just kept a consistent gap. He hasn't been doing much. It's almost like he's lurking intentionally, just waiting for late run. Irvine and Benyako 8th and 9th now. Ray trying to defend 10th from Shepard. Bowers. Bowers is starting to drop in this race. Duncan down 13th. There's Rowe and Rahal, the two highest Mavericks. There's Jay Durrell in his last his last race here at his home track as a part-time driver. He'll be full-time next year in the 43. Oh boy! Here we go again! Full frontal versus Roush Racing, the two teams who expect to do good here. And here comes Shane Vincent, back for the lead. He does not want to let Full Frontal get away with this, especially that 24 car. He does not want to watch his part-time title rival go on to win a race. He wants the win for himself. Shane Vincent, he's already confirmed to go full-time next year at Monarch in the Ford Alliance. But is he trying to prove maybe that he deserved more than that? Shane Vincent. Roush Racing Enterprises has 2 wins this year. Shepard at Denver and Roush last week at Nahuapi. Now, Vincent trying to go for 3 for the team. Although then we look at the team around him. Full Frontal. They have how many wins now? 4 this year? And this would be their 5th if Chris Dodd can pull it off. Or Brock. Either or. Look at Gerard Aran. Aran is now in this for top 5. And Irvine's made the move into 8th. Shane is now making progress. He just kind of lurked behind the 24 for a long time. But now he's done waiting. And he is now starting to look for a move somewhere. 10 laps to go for Chris Dodd. Trying to go for career win number 1. Vincent trying to go for career win number 1. Dodd trying to go for 11. Anderson trying to go for 11. But here he comes. There's no defending this one, Dodd. I'm sorry you held the lead for so long. But Shane Vincent down the inside. And he's back to the lead. Lap 51. 9 laps to go. And Shane Vincent is leading. Dodd, where did it go wrong? You held it for so long. You had the lead, and it's fallen apart. Full Frontal, 2, 3, 4 right now. But they don't have 1. Right now, can Vincent hold on? Or will Dodd come back like he did last time? Aran officially into the top 5. Good job, Aran. That's a good run for him today. It's another good run for Gerard Aran. Look at Duncan trying to make some moves. Up into 11th, while also trying to defend from Alexander Rowe. He'll defend Rowe. Down the inside of Roger Ray. Can he peek it down low? Get the run. And get the move. Yes, he will. That's going to be the move for 11th. For William Duncan. Duncan, he's had some great runs lately. And this is just going to be another good one. P11 right now. There's Jay Durrell starting to make moves in the late part of this race. We thought there would be pits. We really did, but there really doesn't look like there will be. And now, look who's coming back. Oh boy. Like said, this is the time that these two get to prove to each other who's the better driver. But right now, I think Dodd just has the edge with experience. And here he comes. Again, Chris Dodd for the lead. The battle is not over. And Dodd is going to make a challenge, and he'll take the lead back. But will Shane Vincent give up? I don't think he will. I don't think that 37 wants to give up yet. Brock is just kind of lurking back there. I don't know what Brock's doing. Oh, there he goes. They've now started the hunt. But they don't have Anderson up here to make it a top 3. Instead, Iran's going for 4th. I don't think Fitzwater's going to be challenged by these two. I think Fitzwater's just too far gone. I think this is it. 6 seasons. Dodd has waited. He's the Season 1 Royale Champion. He's won so many non-charter shootouts this year. But he still has never won a full point sanctioned event in Sunoco Elite Series history. And now, 3 laps to go for Chris Dodd. Will Brock spoil the party for Dodd? Look at her run. Also trying to make a move. Down the inside. He'll move into 4th. There's no way he could challenge for the lead. There's no way he could challenge for the win, but it's a good run for Iran. Here we go. 2 laps to go for Chris Dodd. He's trying to finally get the first career win that he's been hunting for in his last start in Season 6. Trying to lock together the part-time championship. Vincent trying to get on the move. I don't think he has enough time. Vincent, it was a great effort, but I don't think you have enough time. White flag is in the air for Chris Dodd, and full frontal trying to go for 5 this year. Into 1 and 2. Vincent, it's too late. You tried. You put up such a great fight, and a podium's gonna be great for your career. But this is a win. 6 years in the making. And through the last corner. And he'll finally do it. Chris Dodd is finally a winner in the Sunoco Elite Series. He wins in Australia. 6 years of coming up short. 6 years of winning the wrong events. And finally, Chris Dodd is a winner. Shane made a last-ditch effort, dove down the inside of Brock, and tried to go after Dodd, but it wasn't enough, and Chris Dodd finally gets one. In his last race of the season. What a performance from the 24, and what an action-packed end. Those 3 were fighting through the whole race. Brock just didn't seem to have the speed to keep up with the 2 part-timers, and Dodd makes a statement that he wants this PT Cup. He made the statement that he does not want to let Shane Vincent get this. And where is the guy we're all looking for? Jackson, P29. He does score. But honestly, it's still not a good day. Or was Bartlett as well? 38th. Ugh. It's a bad day for Bartlett, but it's an amazing for the other Trailblazer. P9 for Irvine. And in his last time around his home track, the crowd cheers him. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. will come home P7 in a rank C, the highest rank C in the field, and it's a great performance in his last time around his home track. Good job for Fitzwater. And it's time he says goodbye to his home track as he moves to the rest of his goodbye tour. Good job for Fitzwater. Congratulations to Chris Dodd. It's so good to finally say that Chris Dodd is a winner in Sunoco Elite Series. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Chris Dodd taking home career win number 1. Shane Vincent, again, he improves in every single race he's in, and it will not stop here. P2, that is an amazing performance for Shane Vincent. William Brock at third. Iran has been on a roll this season, and his breakout year continues. It's P4 for Gerard Iran, P5 for Max Anderson, P6 for Nick Pericles, 7th for Fitzwater. An outstanding performance out of Alex Bignacco in 8th, finishing within 10 seconds of the leader as well in a rank D. That was an amazing performance out of Bignacco. Benoit Dervine in 9th, and Shepard will round out your top 10. Duncan, it's another great performance this season, in the back half of the season, in 11th. Rowe in 12th. Rowe, the highest Maverick in 12th. That is not what this team wanted. As well as the thought that I think, after so long, I think Jackson has been dethroned. I think Brock got it. Brock may have got him. Which, Jackson, it sucks. You've had a great season up to this point. Well, no, I think he still got it. Barely. I think he's got it barely, but... God. Jackson, what's happening to your season, man? Bowers had an amazing run going, but he dropped back, but still P14 is a very strong performance. Fitzroy Australia goes 7, 14, 16, and 22. It's not a bad performance for the hometown team. Good job for Fitzroy Australia and Trailblazer. That's exactly what they needed against Shock Allison to go for the rank B. Congratulations to Chris Dodd here for finally getting the first career win in Australia. Next time, we're heading north up to Japan. It'll be Twin Ring Motegi in Japan to finish out, if I'm correct, this is finishing out the normal international tour before we head over to Europe. And Europe is going to be fun. Europe is pretty much the final stretch of the season. And Chris Dodd, finally a winner. And this is the last we'll see of Chris Dodd this season. So that's what he needed to do to try to win this title in the Part-Time Cup. Congratulations to Chris Dodd, and we will see you all in Japan next time